Hello, and welcome to the HelloID provisioning product release video for November 2024. HelloID provisioning is a 100% born in the cloud, easy to configure and maintain user provisioning solution. It helps organizations to fully automate the user lifecycle management by connecting the HR or SIS as a source system. Every change in this source is detected and processed into the network and your cloud applications. No more worries about stale user accounts, accumulation of licenses or access rights, manual user management, or complacency issues. Please note that this video highlights only the new features in the November 2024 release. For more videos, visit docs.helloid.com or check out our YouTube channel. Let's dive in. We'll start with a PowerPoint presentation before moving on to demonstrate the new functionalities for the November 2024 release. In this release, we're excited to introduce 3 new features. With this first release, we now have support for processing the reconciliation issues in bulk. More information about this new feature will be shown in the demo. For the second feature, Microsoft announced to force using MFA, which could impact the connection of HelloID being broken when using modern authentication. So we have added the option to configure certificate-based authentication in our built-in Azure connection, as this will be the recommended way of Microsoft to connect to Exchange Online. By this change, we also deprecated support for basic authentication, which is also no longer being supported by Microsoft. As additional safety precautions, we decided to change the behavior when a new system is added to HelloID. By default, all thresholds will now be enabled with a default value of 1 for all the system actions. Another change is that a system will be added in a disabled state. So before any actions on the system can be taken, it has to be configured properly. Let's dive in and explore the new features. For the new bulk actions, navigate to Business and then to Reconciliation. In this demo, a new reconciliation report is already set up. Now, a new button called Resolve Multiple Issues has been added for bulk action functionality. To resolve an issue, start with an action type. Action types are shown on the right side of the screen. This list dynamically populates actions based on relevant issues from the grid view, including options like resolve, exclude, create, enable, disable, or delete, as explained in our previous video on manual reconciliation actions. Once you've selected an action, like exclude, the filter adjusts to match the chosen action type. The applicable filter icon appears beneath the screen. In this filter configuration, we have 2 types of filters: the built-in HelloID filters, which cannot be removed, such as resolution filters with a lock icon, and custom filters you can add, like department filters. Let's add a custom filter for the ICT department. Selecting ICT refreshes the data in the grid based on your filter settings, providing the most relevant results. The filtered result set shows applicable actions, which remain locked but can be adjusted if needed. To clear a selected action, click the top button. We'll exclude a permission issue and set it to the default 3-month period. Let's refine our search to focus on one user. Using ADA in the search bar narrows our scope to just one person, which is useful if you're processing an action for a single user. With these filters, we have 3 issues to resolve. Confirming this selection applies the chosen actions to each issue. Upon removing the resolution filter, checkmarks in the Resolved column confirm each issue's resolution. To review details of past actions, access the Bulk Actions Result Overview. This overview shows recent actions, including our exclusion of ADA. Here we see that all 3 selected issues were successfully processed without errors. For each bulk action, settings such as exclusions for a specified period or permission issues are logged for your reference. History of bulk actions, like those performed for another user, John Doe, is accessible on the left under History. Note, history in bulk actions is tied to the current report. Creating a new report will reset historic data. Another point to consider is that if a report is created while bulk actions are in progress, it may be marked as canceled. Bulk actions logs are also available in our Elastic environment for easy reporting and tracking. Now, moving on to the new feature in the Microsoft Active Directory Azure Connector, Exchange Certificate Authentication. Due to updates by Microsoft, we've introduced certificate-based authentication, which is now recommended for Microsoft Exchange Online. Configure this by specifying the organization, application ID from Azure, certificate thumbprint, and password. This update also deprecates basic authentication, aligning with Microsoft's policy. Lastly, we've updated system thresholds and added a disabled system toggle. New systems are now disabled by default and need enabling before processing actions. Thresholds now apply to all actions, grant, revoke, update, for added security during implementation. Once enabled, the system can process related actions in a production environment. As we conclude this overview of the latest HelloID release, we hope you're as excited as we are about these enhancements and new features. They're designed to streamline your experience, improve security, and ensure your system's integrity with advanced configurations and mappings. Stay tuned for more updates, and thank you for choosing HelloID for your identity and access management needs.